Hello dear all lovely students, welcome all to our today's session once again. Hope so you are getting well and you are connecting as the previous time in our today's topics in science. So we already started the chapter 4 and completed many of the important topics. Today we will go through the artificial vegetative reproduction. Yesterday we actually completed the vegetative reproduction. I do for one and I gave you a SW task. So artificial vegetative reproduction. Today we will try to understand about artificial vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction. So reproduction is actually the multiplication of the numbers. One we already understood. Try to understand about the natural vegetative reproduction. Now artificial vegetative reproduction, it is going on through artificially by human beings. What the processing can follow to ensure the increasing in numbers or multiplication in numbers of any plants, that times it is known as, I told you yesterday that the definition about this one. So artificial vegetative reproduction is that parts with the human beings. There is the two processes mentioning. First one is the grafting. So what is actually the grafting? It is given in your book, but try to understand the process by which some points to be noted. Straight, young and fresh stem. Straight, young, fresh. These types stem develop from roots. Stem develops from roots and stem to live individually are called grafting. I write in this way. Why? Because in this way, if we try to write the points, that times it will be much easier to remember. So I hope so you can getting that one. The process by which straight, young, fresh. If you take any old plant, if you take the not fresh, if you take the damaged type of plant, that times the stem develops of course from the root, but not live individually and not getting the fresh seedlings. So any parts, what we actually want for, what is demand for, what we want to do, if we think about that one, that times we need to take the straight, young and fresh stem that can grow from the root and also live individually. So this is the normally we can say about the definition of the grafting. So I hope so you can getting well about that one. Yes, who are joining there, many of you I have seen. Asma Ahmed Puri, Jahangir Alom, Momen Alaki, that means Ahanab Ahmed, Shordar Rubayat Korim, Rahma, of course, Juhana, then Musab, then Ahana Prazin Bahar. All of you, Walaikum Assalam and very good morning to you all. So that I hope so you can getting well for connecting as the previous time. And I told you since the JSC exam is postponed, but annual exam. So now this is the different experience in the annual exam. Annual exam, we will make the question on the basis of the chapter wise topics. If you misses any topics from the chapter, that times it will be getting hamper for your good preparation. So connecting well. Yes, what we actually, then very first time we will try to cut. When we select this one, that means we need to select, then cutting, selection. then we will cutting, covering with cow dung, and soil. We will cover this one. Then we will, what should we do? We will try to understand. Protection, we can take the protection with the cellophane tape, protection with the cellophane tape or polythene, cellophane tape or polythene. We need to have that one, that the protection with the cellophane tape or polythene. Then we will ensuring, yes, should be kept moist by regular watering. We need to have this one. Roots grow, and then we will ensure the separation and plant in the field, or you can getting that specific one. Here after cutting, this one is also be separating layer on both case. The mother plant of course will be there. I will make you understand mother plant. And if we try to understand, suppose this one is the mother plant, we will try to ensuring that parts having a hole, okay, ensuring that parts, just for getting example or understanding. I read the total process of grafting because it is asking for the grafting, which way I will try to ensuring. So what I actually write for, look at here. Very importantly, I need to know about the process of grafting. So how can we go through about the process of grafting? Okay, very important topics here. If you don't know, just for memorizing, it will be very tough to recover. So you need to understand what the topics we are discussing here. By the way, look at here. Very first time, where the process we already understood about the grafting. The process of grafting, what is going on there? Selection. At first we select the straight, young and fresh stem, okay. Then cutting, of course it needed to be cut in proper way. Then we need to another way, we need to select a mother plant in where we will have to do the grafting, where we will have to do the grafting. So that mother plant need to be selected. Suppose this is the mother plant, and this is the selecting plant stem, okay. Just for writing short form, mother plant and selecting plant stem. This one, mother plant need to be select. Then I need to have the hole, make a hole on the mother plant and cutting the stem of that part here with covering, and then put it here, make it a hole in the mother plant and keep it inside it, and then covering with the cow dung and soil on that place. Protection need to be needed because if we take this one, it can be falling down to the ground. So we need to covering it with the cellophane tape or polythene, so that it cannot be falling down. Okay, very important. This one is very important for getting well. That means making a hole there and then keep it in them, inside them, and need to be protected with cellophane tape covering there or polythene for hold up here. This is the another plant. Suppose this one is the guava plant and this one is the jojoba plant, jojobi. Okay, so if we or in the mango tree, we can ensuring this one guava plant stem. So in this way we will keep it there with having the protection. Okay, then ensuring somehow watering, somehow, not as like as the watering deluge, flooding, no, watering. After some days, what we see, the roots grow in this stem, we can get it back and can find out there. And then when root grow, we can again separate this one, and we see root with a complete plant. The new stem, there was no root on them, but they get nutrition from there, and with having this process, it is ensured the growing of the roots. And separation, then we can separate and plant in the field, nursery, or anywhere. This was only a stem, but now it is a plant. This is the process of grafting very easily. So what you need, two plants, one is the mother plants, another one is the selective plants. Selective plants cutting and mother plant making a hole in there and keep it inside them and covering with cow dung and soil. The protection will be cellophane tape or polythene, then watering. After some time, some days, we can get that roots grow, and then we can separate and make it in the field, nursery, tub, anywhere we can ensure this one. So this is the process of grafting. Importantly, it is asking for 3 marks question. See, so there will be a figure what the process follow there artificially. Okay, like that. So you need to explain that one. If it is the 2 marks question, what do you understand by grafting? That times you will write the process by which straight young leaves, young fresh stem develops from the roots and stem to survive individually. By which way we can taking a fresh stem with a mother plant to grow new plant. That process is called grafting. In this way, my dear students, you can easily grow a new plant. Well, so we understand this one in this sequentially. That times it will be very nice to remember ourselves, and not only that part. You can utilize this one anytime, anyway, by your own sense also, if we follow that procedure. Okay, so I mean actually this is the general process. Okay, so hope so you understand this one. Now the second process of, I think you understand everyone, second process of artificial reproduction, vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction we will go through, understand now. Later on, many of you joining, Ayman Al-Tahmid, Nargis Akhtar, Ahana Prazin, many of you joining, Imtiaz Reza. Hope so you are getting well and having that class properly understand. Okay, so now we will go through the second process of artificial vegetative reproduction is cutting. Number 2 is cutting. We will try to understand about the cutting. Of course, to cut the parts, to cut the fresh individual parts for making the new plants. So if we suppose this one is a stem, if we cut in this way, so this can grow individual, this can grow individual, this can grow individual. Example, we can say rose plant is commonly we can cut that plants, and we can see cutting the rose plant, falling down, grow new one. So cutting is the simple process to cut the fresh individual parts for making the new plants. Is the process of cutting. So if we try to cut the specific and new one by the process artificially, people in the village areas, the lots of area are covering for getting, they can cultivate the rose in field to field, long distance, having all of the lands. Many of the places you can search and you can get it in the rural place. Especially this is their passion and this is their occupation also for cutting. Just there is not enough hard working is needed there, just for cutting and place these parts on the field, and it can grow automatically. So this way we can totally complete the artificial vegetative reproduction. My dear students, hope you are connecting well. We already yesterday understand natural vegetative reproduction. Today we understand artificial vegetative reproduction. Later, before then we understood about sporulation, spore production, and we have left another reproduction type, the sexual reproduction, that means the flower formation, fruit formation, like that. So we will go through understand in the next class within that. So what is your HW today? Your HW is what the process of grafting. I just follow the procedure and explain. Explain means make it arrange of writing. Okay, I just give you the clue. You must note that clue, but write in your own sense or getting from the help for grafting process. Okay, just submit your HW in the comment box. Grafting process. I hope I got the many of you very good. Nowadays I got from many of you the HW task. It is very good and thrilling my mind. That's all about today, my dear students. Take care everyone. Stay sound. Allah Hafiz.